Hello, everyone. This is Shawn1113, your host for the Shawn1113 podcast show. Um, Thank you for joining me, whatever platform you're listening to, wherever you may be, anywhere in the world. Um, if you love this content, give it a 5-star rating. Please follow it for any and all content. And by the way, before we get started on this week's podcast, I want to make a special mention and thank you not only to the people who are listening to my podcast all over the world and all over the United States, but I looked at my dashboard very recently and I saw new countries like Mexico and Spain, in addition to Ireland, Germany, France, UK, South Africa, Singapore, and Lithuania. And spread the word anywhere in the world, anywhere in the United States. Please spread the word. Continue um, with the Shawn1113 podcast. Thank you so much in advance. Want to actually start with the NBA playoffs. Um, Before I do, it's going to start as of this podcast, or will already started. Let me make my first round predictions right now. It's best of 7 series, um, pretty much. Let me start with Utah and Dallas. I'm going to pick Utah. Toronto and Philadelphia, you can go either way. I'm going to pick Toronto, actually. Minnesota and Memphis, I'm going to pick Memphis. Denver and Golden State, picking Golden State. Atlanta and Miami, picking Miami. Brooklyn and Boston, I'm picking Boston. Chicago and Milwaukee, picking Milwaukee. And New Orleans and Phoenix. New Orleans may be the most dangerous team in the West right now, but I'm definitely picking Phoenix without any doubt. And as for the NBA MVPs, I would not be shocked if Jokic from Denver repeats as MVP, but I also believe John Morant, Joel Embiid, Steph Curry, and Jason Tatum. DeMar DeRozan and Jason Tatum, who's had a great push lately for Boston, going to be the one you have to consider for MVP in the NBA, in my opinion. Also, NHL, I'm going to touch that on for a moment. Colorado will more likely be in the end for the West in the Stanley Cup playoffs starting in May. I think Colorado's going to be the most dangerous team out there. And I do believe in the East, Carolina, Florida are going to be the prohibitive favorites in the East. But I think the most dangerous team is Tampa, because the last 2 years that they've won the Stanley Cup, the Lightning has come in and has played their best. They play their best hockey. So, but Tampa Bay, I would not be surprised if they three-peat as Stanley Cup champions, in my opinion. So we will see about that for the NHL. And as many of you already know, Major League Baseball is open up here. Soccer, kind of disappointed in Man City, but that was a wild one. A 2-2 tie. Pretty wild one. It's going to come down to probably the last kick of the season now at the end on May 22nd. So we'll see. We'll see what happens in the Premier League between Manchester City and Liverpool. I am confident Manchester City will win the title. Would I be the least bit surprised if Liverpool won? Of course not. It's a 2-team race right now, basically at this point, and no other team even comes close. To be honest with you, to what I'm and it. Well, let me get my train off for a second. NFL draft coming up. We'll see what I mean. First of all, R.I.P. Dwayne Haskins. May he rest in peace. The NFL draft, I think maybe the most interesting pick will be the Pittsburgh Steelers in the upcoming draft. Will they pick a wide receiver or quarterback? We'll see what happens there. As time goes on, the NFL schedule will be coming at the end of April or what have you. So will be coming up. So we'll find out from there. French Open tennis is coming up. It's gonna be. I think the women is gonna be very wide open. The men, in my opinion, until they outright beat Rafael Nadal, I'm still gonna pick Nadal, even at this stage of his career. Even with Djokovic as well. So that's my opinion about that, about French Open tennis at this point. We got, but again, we got so much sports right now. One of the best times of the year, in my opinion. And I also want to mention in passing, congratulations to Kansas. I thought they were going to win the NCAA championship. Congratulations to them. Almost forgot about that. The last podcast, if I wasn't already. So with that, that's your Shawn1113 podcast show. Please, and again, please follow, comment, put a message on the board, and put a 5-star rating as well, whatever platform you may be listening to. So thank you so much. And please stay encouraged no matter what.